Hello and welcome to the Awaken Podcast. I'm your host, Francis Hufamadu, joined with Tracy Bolden. How you doing today, Tracy?
I'm good. Super excited to be here for our very first episode.
Let me clarify too, she's also going to be the host of the show. So this is going to be a show just based on our experiences in life and living through ups and downs, good and bad, failures and successes of life, and how we have been able to stay on a more positive slope regardless of what we go through. We both have a lot of experience going through just greatness, at a delayed rate. But all in all, when you zoom out into the journey, you're going to see that we are positive stock. We are devoting and investing time into our lives. And though it's not always pretty, we are able to still come up with a very positive outcome. A couple of months ago, Tracy came to me during, I would say, a slow time of podcasting for both of us. And she wanted to kind of start a podcast, and I was all in. So before I go any further, Tracy, why don't we speak on that part of the creation of this podcast and where we're going from here?
Yeah, for sure. So what's up, y'all? I'm Tracy, like Francis said. A little bit about me. I'm currently living in Los Angeles right now with my husband and my two cats. I actually just moved here a year ago this month. So crazy that I've been here a year. I know, a little celebration. It's definitely been a journey. Really right now in life, I'm just trying to figure out what my next moves are and just what this next chapter and this next era of my life looks like here in California. I'm really just putting my head down and going after my desires and just creating a new version of myself and just creating a version of life here that is making me happy and making me feel fulfilled. And I've always wanted to start a podcast. I've just always been really passionate about helping people level up themselves and level up their life. And so when Francis actually had me as a guest on his YouTube channel and his podcast, it was so much fun. And we had so many just gems, and it was so easy. And so after that podcast, I knew that it was in alignment for us to do this together. And I reached out to him and he was down, and here we are starting this journey together.
Absolutely. And I'm super happy that you reached out to me, because my podcast journey was pretty long, but it was almost strenuous because it was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So with it being, I'll say, lonely, it's hard to create that content consistently. It's hard to share stories. It's hard to have that inspiration, that motivation, and even dedication to it. And I'm just happy that you were willing to reach out to me, because it's a lot more beneficial, I think, for myself, for my audiences, for just people listening in general, to have different viewpoints, to have different sides of things, different experiences. Though we're going through really different stuff, we still have that common ground of being human and going through a slope of life, going through the ups and downs. And I think that's one thing I would love to connect people with, through our speaking and through our meetings is, we have a lot more in common than we think we do, or that we think we do. Is that right?
Yeah.
A lot more in common than
than all humans think that we do, especially when it comes to our journey and the ups and downs. Your journey is going to look so different than mine, and so different than your friends and your family. But at the end of the day, your journey is your journey, and the ups and downs are going to look and feel very similar. And so I think, what you were saying is just hopefully what we have learned from our ups and downs, and what we're still continuing to learn from the ups and downs that we will continue to go through, is hopefully we can help normalize that process. And hopefully we can take what we've learned along the way and help you apply that to your journey and your ups and downs to help get you through it.
Right. And normalize is a big word there for me. It's earlier stages of my life, everything just seemed like it was happening to me opposed to happening with me. So once I started realizing the ups and downs and the roller coasters of life are normal, these are things that happen to people who are trying to better themselves. These are things that happen to people who are trying to gain a new level of life. These are normal building blocks that you had to go through in order to build what you want to build. So normalizing it is really big for this show, I think, is just going through what we go through, speaking on it, and letting people understand that a lot of people go through it and a lot of people get through it. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about normalizing for sure.
Yeah. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, tell the people who you are, what you're about.
Okay. Yeah. So as far as what I do and how I live my life, I'm actually in Texas right now, born and raised Texas, Judd.
Y'all?
That was wild. But through my ups and downs, I've been a health and wellness coach. I've been a bartender. I've been an IT analyst. And through all of that, I've worked with a lot of people, and I've figured out how to communicate with people really well. And outside of communicating with people really well, I've been on a journey of steady growth for about the last 7 to 8 years. Age 24, I was able to really dig deep and start taking my life more serious. I let school kind of get me in a bubble of partying, and I got to a certain age where I said, oh, this isn't it. This isn't what I want. So with that, went through a lot of trials and tribulations of just bettering myself. And as I kept leveling up, as I kept getting better, I would find more walls or issues that I had to get past and, confront those issues and get past them. And from there, I've just kind of built a really good positive journey of growth and a positive journey of being able to express myself in a positive light. So after all those careers I just said, I'm currently a video marketing consultant for my company, Way to Work LLC, aka Way to Work Productions, aka W2W Productions. Follow me on Instagram. And on there, from that journey, I've just been able to find peace in creation. And with that peace, I find often that, I'm still getting put into situations where I'm consulting people and trying to help people get their creative juices flowing. And I think that's going to be a good part of this podcast for us, is just being able to fine tune how we present ourselves and present our stories to try to help others to the best of our ability. And, just keeping that flow going and keeping that journey challenging. I don't think it should be easy at any point, but one thing I've noticed throughout my growth is, everything's been a challenge, and it's been a challenge to step up to. It's been a challenge to face head on. And from there, now we're here, to help just keep illuminating the journey as much as possible.
Yeah. So I really like what you said about, your journey and like all the different jobs that you have allowed you to pick up and learn these different skills and these different tools and techniques, so that where you're at now, it has allowed you to find your passion, and it has allowed you to figure out what it is, like where you want to show up in the world and how you want to help people. And like going along with that, just like how I had said, like my passion has always been to help people and help people level up their life, not only through my personal experiences, which is the biggest part of it, but also through my professional experiences. So right now, I serve as a behavioral specialist and a coach. And so essentially what I do is I provide skills training services to others, and like a therapeutic setting. So I've been doing that for like 10 years now, which is so insane. Like, just like, all of the jobs that I had before this, just like you, like, I feel like it has taught me what I needed to get to where I'm at. And so, of course, like, my heart and my soul goes out to the youth and families that I serve through my foster and adoption nonprofit agency that I work with. But I do also offer like one-on-one and group coaching services to young adults. But everything that I have learned from my personal experience and everything that I have learned along the way within like my career development, I feel like has gotten me exactly where I'm supposed to be today. Just like you were saying, all the ups and downs, like all the challenges, like all the barriers to the success, like it hasn't been easy. It's been so hard. And so, that's really the value that I'm hoping to bring to the podcast, is just to share those things and then also learn and hear the value that you have to bring from all the things that you've learned over your life. So I'm really excited for it. I mean, I think there's going to be so many gems, so many fire bombs, a lot of tangents.
Absolutely.
But I'm really excited for it. I'm so thankful that you were willing to go on this journey with me. And for everybody listening, like, we just really want this podcast, like we said, to normalize, but also just like hopefully make you feel heard and make you feel seen through your journey. It's fucking hard. It gets really lonely and it can get really confusing. But hopefully, us sharing our experiences can help, inspire you and help motivate you and help, like you said, illuminate the path, your own path to your life. That's really what I'm hoping that this does. And maybe you're just starting this journey, or maybe you're in the middle of it and not really sure which way to go. And hopefully, like I said, we can motivate you to take those steps or to continue taking the action to figure out and be who you really want to be and figure out and live the life that you really want to live.
Right. And I think one thing I would like to motivate the most is helping people unlock the ability to dig deep into themselves and really find out why they're doing what they're doing, why they're feeling the way they feel, and just really open up the playbook to how to really get in tune with yourself and really grow. So I would like that to kind of be a real big addition that I can bring. Is just one part of the journey that I didn't mention was it's a lot of self-development. It's a lot of literally looking yourself in the mirror and asking, what are you doing? Why do you feel this way? Why are we here?
What the fuck are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing? My life literally changed when I stopped blaming people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started looking in the mirror like, okay, you feel this way because of this, but you don't have to feel that way because of this. So what are you going to do about it? So once I stopped blaming people, my life really changed. I could play the blame game for the rest of my life.
We all can. And I think it's too, not just the blame game. I think it's too recognizing what is legitimately out of your control and what is in your control. And 150% what is in your control is how you choose to respond to every single thing in your life. And so, that's what I'm hoping also with this podcast, is to empower you to take control over the things that you can control and learn how to respond in a way that elevates you and elevates your life in some way.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes. I love it. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
So excited. We're hoping to bring you at least one episode a week. That is our goal, to be in your ears. So take us, on your walk, take us on your coffee break, take us on your drive to work, and hopefully feel inspired and feel motivated and feel empowered to level up your journey in life.
Absolutely. So essentially, we're going to appreciate your time. We're going to appreciate the time together. And we're going to step up to the challenge to really share our knowledge. and really try to help others out there that are on the same journey as us. May just look a little different, but we're all here together, and we're going to have ways that you can reach out to us directly as well, and really try to plan a way to not only have these episodes, but really have access to people that really are looking to improve themselves. So this journey is going to be great. The Awaken Podcast is here, and we're going to get it rolling.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
Peace out. Peace out.
Bye.